Welcome to the Jesse Degens show. I'm Queen Degens, aka Jess, Jessie, Queenie, bitch, cow, moo bag, anything, but not bro and not sir. If you do that in my chat, you can expect an Instaban really fucking sharpish. Oh, I also have a potty mouth. I'm not Queen of Degens for no reason. Tonight, we have with us the awesome Mark, the CEO of NOVABEAR, who is fully doxed, camera on, and he's going to tell us all about what they've got going on in NOVABEAR. I just got to say right now, I just got to get it in. This project has been going for like a long time in the scheme of, Mark will get into this, but I mean, I'm watching this. So, right, before we get started, it's traditional in Jesse Degens shows, aka AMAs, for our guests to kick us off with a joke or something funny. So, Mike? Who's who the fuck's Mike? That's my funny joke. Mark, over to you. Tell us your joke, make us laugh.
Well, before I do start with my joke, I just want to say thank you for having us or having me today. I always start with that. My joke, it makes me laugh, all right? I hope it makes you laugh too. The joke is about a young boy named Ed. He was born without a body. I don't know if you've heard this joke. Anyway, he goes by the name of Ed the Head. And yeah, unfortunately, he was just a head, no body. And on his 18th birthday, his dad decided to take him to the pub. And he carried him in and he plonked him up on the bar. And he said, for my son's birthday, can you please give him a pint? His first pint. So, of course, they fed it to him through a straw. And Ed, the head, drank this pint. And it was a miracle. Like his body just miraculously grew back. And his dad was like, oh, my God, wow. You know, he's never had a body before. Give him another pint, see what happens. So Ed drank another pint, and his legs grew back. And his dad was like, oh my God, give him another beer, give him another pint. And he gave him another pint, and his arms grew back. And it was a miracle. You know, they were all gobsmacked. But his dad was a bit doubtful. He said, well, just in case there's anything missing, you know, you never know, give him another pint. You know, it can't do any harm, surely. So Ed, who was the head, now with a body, drunk this last beer, and boom, he exploded. Oh my God, his dad was really devastated, as you can imagine. He just didn't understand. He said, I don't get it. I mean, he said to the barman, what happened? All the barman could say, he turned around and said, well, I think he should have just quit while he was ahead.
Fuck off. Yeah, that's funny.
I could have probably done it a lot better, but hey, you know.
Mark, it's got me in stitches, so he done all right. Don't know about anybody else, but it's got me.
Good. Hello, can you hear me? Testing 1 2. You're muted now. You're muted.
I can hear you.
I'm muted. Shit. Right. Okay. We got you.
There.
I'm not sure what just happened there.
No.
The joys of Telegram. Hold on. Let me Just, no, not here. I need to do it on my laptop. Let me just see if I can turn you up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, talk to me, Mark.
Right. Okay, so first I'll introduce myself. My name's Mark, as previously stated by yourself. I'm Mark. I'm the CEO of the NOVABEAR project. We are a small team comprised of mainly 3 of us. There's myself, there's Mike, who is our CTO, and we have Chris, who is our COO, Chief of Operations. And yeah, you know, so what is NOVABEAR? I suppose that we'll start with that. NOVABEAR is an awesome project working within the virtual reality and NFT sort of gaming sectors. We've got a grand vision to create a new and exciting augmented blockchain universe. So it sounds a little bit like, well, what's that? Basically, we are making games, okay? Making games, and these games are very much NFT oriented. So we don't just, let's say, create a line of NFTs that are pretty pictures. We create this kind of, or we're building a kind of ecosystem where our NFTs have real utility so that they can be traded in or they can be used within the ecosystem. For example, let me give you an example. We're building games. Now, sometimes you want to have attachments for your weapons within a game, or you want to have additional weapons, or you want to level weapons up, or to have new characters. Well, we basically have a system where owning an NFT means that you own the in-game item, if that makes any sense. So there's a real utility around the NFTs. And as you said before, we've been trading now for about a year, and things are fairly slow. I mean, we got off to a pretty good start, I must admit, and we came in with a very low market cap as well. We felt that a lot of crypto projects
Matt, one sec, my lovely. Hold on.
Sure.
Can everybody? Is it just me? Is there something on my end? I'm struggling to hear a little bit, but it might just be my end.
Yes, you try to right-click on Mark's profile here in the VC and see if the mark is up on 100% or 200%, whatever, because your own private settings could be. You know, Telegram always make it half, only 50%. So try check that.
Okay. So bear with us 1 second. Sorry, chat. We'll have to edit this bit. Trouble is, I'm on the device that I'm on here is not showing me the audio settings for Mark. Hold on. I'm going to leave the chat and come back again. Stay there. 1 sec. Switch it off and switch it on again. Sometimes does the trick. I'll try not to wreck the chat.
Right. Who, me? Oh, you. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yes! That was it. I fixed it. Look. Jesse Tech in the house. Switch it off and switch it back on again. Works 100% of the time. Sorry about that interruption, Mark. Carry on. I want to hear what you're saying.
Can you hear me okay, yeah? You can hear me okay
now? Perfect. Good. It was only me. It was on my end. It was my settings. Telegram is always trying to cheat me in one way or another.
Right, okay, yeah, no worries. Oh God, now my battery's running low as well, so everything's a little bit...
Plug it in!
That's fine, I'm doing it now. So, yeah, let me just quickly plug this in, and we're off to a bit of a discombobulated start, but let me...
I'm really sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. These things happen. It's technical stuff, isn't it? Anyway, so look, we've been around for a little while now. You know, we've been live trading for a year. And I really wanted to emphasize the way that we valued our project, you know, with a very low market cap from the offset. You know, I always felt, looking at a lot of other projects and doing my research, that a lot of projects were overvaluing themselves. And I could see that this would be a problem for longevity. You know, they wouldn't be able to sustain their growth, because as soon as, you know, the whales dump out on their project, which inevitably they always do, you always get whales that come in on the pre-sale and then like to dump out. If a crypto project overvalues themselves too much, then they're going to hit a floor price and they're not going to be able to really sustain the growth and get it back up. You know, we felt that if we were going to have people dumping up from the offset, we wanted to value ourselves in such a way that it wouldn't be difficult to claw our way back up and break our all-time high. So that was really it. And I think that the key to our success and our longevity so far comes down to real planning around the numbers and the valuation of our project. We wanted to be really honest and genuine and try and be open and really not fake things. I've seen too many other projects out there fail. And I think I understand the trick, if you know what I mean. So I take a lot of pride in what we've done. I really am very proud of what we've done. Yes, we do have a very low daily trading volume at the moment. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we can say that, as we were saying before we started the show properly, the AMA properly. Like, your website is absolutely gorgeous. It's like, I mean, I put something like, oh my god, it looks $1 million. Sorry, carry on. Oh no,
Thanks.
I just wanted to ask you one thing. Hold on, I just made a little note. So you were talking about pre-sales. Did you have a pre-sale?
Yes, we've already run a pre-sale. And once again, we were very smart with our pre-sale too. So we made sure that we didn't give away just a huge portion of tokens for free. You know, we obviously incentivize people. And all we really did was we sold our pre-sale tokens basically at a 10% discount. But that 10% wasn't really a discount. You could consider it an alleviation of our tax, because we do have a buy and sell tax attached to our token. So in all reality, you know, those people that got involved in our pre-sale didn't manage to, you know, get into a position where nobody else now move, you know, that's going to come in feels like, you know, oh, well, these people at the beginning, they, you know, it's really unfair. We obviously played it quite smart once again. So, yeah, we did a pre-sale. We didn't raise much, I'll be honest with you. We, once again, came in from the bottom up. We didn't pump loads of money into this project because we just couldn't, you know, really afford to. Like, and so we relied very much on planning, networking, bringing a community together in advance. And we kind of decided to calculate how much do we think we would honestly raise in our pre-sale. You know, it was a very, very, and I had to basically sort of work out, well, we've got this amount of people in our community. These people have promised this, those people have said that. We can average out this, that, and the other, and we're likely to raise such and such amount. So we actually raised only in the region of 60 BNB in our pre-sale, which isn't a lot when you look at a lot of other projects out there. Some projects can raise 800, 1,000 BNB, you know, in a pre-sale. But we obviously, if we had gone for that, yeah, if we had gone for that, we wouldn't have hit our target. Our pre-sale would have failed, and we probably would never have been able to get off the floor. So we had to keep it small, you know, just to get ourselves off the ground. And we're pretty good. We're very, very. We utilize people quite well. We network. We work with other third-party platforms, new up-and-coming platforms. So I try to get things like this for free, if possible. So yes, our pre-sale didn't cost us a thing. It was an upcoming pre-sale platform that we were able to utilize, and as one of their first customers, they decided to do it to us for free.
Who was it?
And yes, we've run it was DGEM. I don't know if you know DGEM.
No, I've heard of them actually. That
Yeah,
name rings a bell. Don't know them, but I've heard of them. Okay, that's good.
yeah, they got themselves out there, but I don't think they're even running anymore. Another project that's bit the dust. But hey,
And
we got what we needed.
this is the way of things in DeFi. That's why
It
when
is.
we began, a project like yours that's deployed and running and still building after a year is a rare commodity.
Well, there's a couple of reasons for this, right? Like, first of all, I'm very dedicated and committed, right? Any of this, I know that it's very difficult because people can never really trust, is this project going to pull the rug from under our feet? We have to talk about that. And all I can really say, I know that it's very difficult for people to take somebody's word for it or a promise, but I can only ever promise you that I'm committed to this. This is a lifelong project for me. It's not about just the money. I enjoy helping people and I enjoy providing services and I enjoy tech stuff. And so for me, this is a hobby, and that means that I'm never going to give it up. And I'm not going to just take the money for the sake of, there's a bit of money. I don't get tempted by that. And also, like I say, we played it very smart. In actual fact, I foresaw a big dip coming, a big crash. I didn't know what or how or why, but I just felt like it was coming because we were doing so well, a couple of years back. And I felt like, what goes up inevitably has to come down. And I'm glad that we had that foresight because we've gone through the FTX crash. We've gone through the Luna crash. We went through, we're still kind of in the cost of living crisis, which has massively impacted the crypto market in general.
Wait, shut up. It's not a cost of living crisis. It's a cost of capitalism crisis. Let's fucking have it right.
However which way you want to, put it, right? You know what I'm saying. And so, I just know that, people aren't as flush at the moment. And, I feel that people have had no choice in certain aspects to maybe pull some money out of the crypto space, if they're unable to afford things at the moment. But, yeah, I think that's really the key to our success. And I believe that NOVABEAR has hit our floor price. I have done a YouTube video, a recent YouTube video, basically a review on our price chart. And I pulled the whole thing up and I've gone through it and explained each part and where the FTX thing affected us, where the Luna thing affected us, and where I think our floor price is. Now, I can't really see us going any lower than the floor price we'd already hit. And in my opinion, with hard work and determination, it can only go up.
I've got your chart up.
I can see, right. So,
and honestly, for a project that's as old as yours, I mean, I can see there's not much volume, but that looks fucking healthy.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think, anyone who can really analyze a chart will see the potential in this. It's for me, it's like a coiled spring ready just to go, And once the momentum takes off and we're in an upwards trajectory, with the right marketing, I mean, we can only go in an upwards direction. And of course, we're not even listed on CMC or CoinGecko yet. We have made some applications for them and we have been rejected. And the reason they've given us is just purely because of a lack of daily trading volume. I think we look too small for them and they don't like it, They want, which irritates me.
No, but they'll launch a shitcoin within 24 hours if you pay them 10 beans and you've got stupid pump and dump tokenomic fucking volume in the space of 48 hours and ka-ching, there you go. Look back 2 weeks later,
they're gone. Part of me says to myself, look, I bet they listed FTX. I bet they listed Luna. And where are they now? But they won't list me. I'm still here. just because I don't have the daily trading volume that they want, you know.
And this is the
Anyway,
problem with
that's me going on.
centralization.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
go carry on.
absolutely. I mean, look, I believe that I'm really stubborn and persistent. Part of me has a bit of a chip on my shoulder with these guys. I'm like, look, I want to expose them for the scams they really are. But no, I can't go down that road. I need to utilize them for our project, you know, and I can't really be like that. Business is business. And so I'm determined to get listed. If they want to see more organic daily trading volume, fine. It just means I'm going to have to dig really deep, push our next marketing phase, get some ad banners out there, some YouTubers and so on and so forth, and really try and get that organic daily trading volume that they've asked for. And, you know, I'll just keep applying. I'll just keep applying until we get listed. I do have a partner project friend sort of thing who's got his own project who managed to get listed on CoinMarketCap recently. He's not much different to our token. And it took him about 5 attempts to get listed. So I know that it is possible with persistence. Oh, you seem to have frozen.
No, I'm back.
Cool.
My phone just rubbed. I'm back. Go on. Carry on. So yeah, organic
yeah, no
trading.
worries. Yeah, it's just about getting that organic daily trading volume, and I think, you know, it shouldn't be too hard for us to do, you know, and partly that's why I'm here as well, you know. So I have to now get out there and start really getting my AMAs, you know, and explaining and getting my face out there a little bit more. I used to do this a lot, and sort of things quietened down as I was more concentrating on other areas of the project. So yeah, anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions at the moment?
Yeah. Firstly, I want to say that it speaks volumes, you know, the amount of projects that we have to come and present from Jesse Degen's platform. And no disrespect to any of them. And I get it. People are shy and they want to hide away and all that kind of stuff. But just by the very fact that you're sat there in front of us with your camera on, talking to us as a, you know, I mean, that's massive. The trust there. And after a year, you're still here. You're still popping up and saying, hey, I'm Mark, I'm right here. So now I'm just digging around in your website and I can see some lovely stuff. Tell us about your farm.
Yeah. Okay, so actually it says live now. I need to go back and say that the farm has actually ended, because the farm has ended now. Okay, it was live. So I just don't want people to think, oh, but so once again, we partnered up with another third-party project. They are called Alt Control. I don't mind shouting them out because we work very closely with them. And they provided the farm for us. I think one of my key skills is networking and really communicating with people, building up the networks. You know, I've got lots of different communities of friends out there that all can help within the wider ecosystem as a whole. And these particular people helped us to run this farm. They were a new upcoming farm project, and they needed their first customer. And I decided that with a lot of going back and forth with them and testing on the test net and so on and so forth and building up trust and rapport, we went ahead and run this farm. We put 2% of our total supply into the farm and ran it for 2 months, just as a small farm to reward our holders or give people the option to participate. And it was absolutely brilliant. The whole thing went without a hitch, no problems at all whatsoever. I couldn't have been any more proud. And we just got so much positive feedback from our community members. And so, like I say, that was us testing the waters, building a rapport with the farm providers. And obviously it's something now that we're looking to do sort of moving forward. So there will be more farms to look forward to. So that's another great reason to get involved.
But
And yeah,
I mean,
basically it was, you know, people were saying, yeah.
let's talk about your tokenomics and reflections, because it's no secret I'm a big fan of reflection tokens. You know, these are I've made a lot of money on these kind of tokens in the past, just because I'm lazy and I can't be asked to sell. And then when I actually go to do it, it's too fucking late and it's dumb.
I think I'm right.
But hey, you hold it, and the token's good, and people still start buying again. And your bag's only getting bigger, isn't it? So tell us about your reflections. How much people get in? It's quite a healthy chunk, isn't it?
Yes. Sorry, I'm having to keep going back and forth between my laptop and my mobile phone because I'm having internet connection issues now. So like everything's going.
I think the Telegram gremlins are out in force tonight because we've been literally plagued by problems. I'm juggling stuff over in this end at the moment. But tell us about your reflections, Mark.
Okay, so I put a lot of thought into our reflections, a lot of thought. Okay, and we were obviously the time that we sort of came up with our project idea was around about.
Wait, you're muted.
Better?
That's better, yeah. Jesus Christ. Telegram's out to get us tonight. Go on, carry on.
No, it's fine. We'll get through it. It's just anyway. So once again, I thought we were pretty smart with our tokenomics. Okay, so when we first came up with the idea for our project, we were sort of in the Safe Moon sort of time period. So when we were putting our project together, we were very much influenced by Safe Moon. I'll be honest with you. You know, I know they're not really something that I would really invest in today, but at the time I just loved the idea of their tokenomics. Okay, and I just felt like looking at it and seeing the potential of a tokenomic type system, I was like, that's pretty awesome, but I wanted to do it better. You know, I looked at their tokenomics and I said, well, if we've got this option and that option and that option, you know, surely we should provide similar type tokenomics, but in such a way that feeds the ecosystem as well, but puts our holders first. Okay. And there was a few things that I was adamant about, you know, and I argued this case with my co-dev, and I said to him, look, we have to keep the tax under 10%. He said, okay, well, let's do 10%. And I said, no, we have to keep it under 10%, you know, because we don't want to go into the double digits. You know, it seems like almost daylight robbery in a way. I mean, I know, obviously, I don't want to put other projects down that have a higher tax. Okay, I'm not here to do that. But for me, it was just something I was really passionate about, keeping it under 10%. And then I said, well, how do we distribute that? And I said, well, we have to put our holders first, in my opinion. So when we look at that 9%, we have to give a higher portion to our holders, because without our community and our holders, then we're nothing. So we have to focus on our community members first. And I also felt that it was really important for us to put some into so that we have automatic distributions going into the liquidity. You know, anyone who understands tokenomics and crypto will really understand why it's important to keep that liquidity pot constantly, you know, being topped up. And then obviously I said, well, we need to put some into development and marketing as well. So basically that 9% is split into 4, 3, 2. You know, 4% to holders, 3% to marketing and development, and 2% to liquidity.
4% is very generous.
Yeah, absolutely. It is generous. But I felt that so long as the maths works out in such a way that it helps us to become sustainable, then of course we can. The whole point is to reward our holders, you know, and put our community customers first.
I see it's deflationary as well.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We lost you for a minute. I see it's deflationary as well. Wait. Right, you're there? Okay, we've lost your camera. I guess you're swapping devices. You swapped devices? You're back again.
What is going on?
Jesus! Okay. Okay, we got some trippy shit going on. Have you got two devices there at the same time? Which one from off?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I think
I have no idea what's going on. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. But
no, I can't hear you very well.
We've got feedback.
At all. Let me just...
I think you've got a laptop and a mobile on at the same time. You need to switch one of them off. Okay, yeah. That looks like you're back on your mobile.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm switching between back and forth because every time I have this issue, I'm sort of just trying to back out. And I think it's an internet.
Ah! Jesus Christ, Telegram, what's the matter with you tonight? Sort it out. Talk to us, Mark, so we can hear you. I can hear you humming.
Right, okay.
That's it. We got you. We got you. Right,
I'm not sure what's going on.
Telegram's just been a nightmare. I don't know. At this point, I would like you to give the DJs in the chat the secret password, the password that they need, the code word that they need to get their Google Forms uploaded.
Okay, I've got one. And it's the name of my cat, right? And her name is Missy, M-I-S-S-Y.
Amazing. Okay, guys, you heard that. Missy, M-I-S-S-Y. You now have 10 minutes. I'll be generous. I'll give you 11 minutes because then it'll round it off nicely at 5 to the hour. So you have until 5 to the hour. We'll give you 11 minutes just because we're asking the question. Make sure you get your questions in there as well. I'm going to be watching them upload and start looking for the questions so that I can ask them to Mark live. Right. Where did we get to? We were talking about deflationary tokenomics. So how is your supply deflating?
Okay, so we do have, obviously we minted our 1 quadrillion total supply from the offset, you know, and once again, that was very much looking at Safe Moon. I'll be honest with you, I wish we had gone for a lesser supply, but really, it doesn't really matter because the maths still works the same, you know, no matter how big your supply is. The maths is just proportional to how many zeros you've got. If that makes any sense, like 50% is still 50%, you know, no matter what the number is. So yeah, we went with the 1 quadrillion total supply anyway. So we decided to commit to burning in the region of 50% of that supply. And we just want to do it sort of systematically. We don't really want to tell people exactly when those burns are going to occur, but give some sort of idea as they're coming up. Because, you know, obviously we don't want people just playing it in that situation. We want to incentivize people to hold, you know, and we will burn in due course. Now, we do sort of mark them down on our roadmap as well. So it does say on our roadmap that we do have burns within the different phases of the roadmap. And we look to burn in the region of 10%. I mean, we've already burnt 10% of our supply so far, and we're probably going to burn, you know, anywhere between 5 and 10% next time. And it is going to vary, but we are committed to burning in the region of 50% of our total supply. And I say in the region, it's because we obviously want to cater for any farms that we have coming up as well. So we want to obviously allot some of those tokens to future farms as well. So, but, you know, 50% of the total supply is certainly going to be committed to both burns and farms.
So let me just get my head around the numbers. So how much of the supply did you add to liquidity?
We added, what was it? Oh God, I've got it all written down, and off the top of my head, it's a little bit difficult. It wasn't much. Are you on our BSC scan there?
I am. No, not at the moment. I'm just watching people's questions come flooding in. It's quite funny.
In the region of 15% of our total supply, I believe, or that was our target, but I'm not sure if we actually managed to do that. It was in the region of 10%. But, you know, we do try to, if at some point I want to add more to liquidity, but with us being quite a low market cap token anyway, you know, the liquidity that we've got there does seem to be sustaining us so far. And of course, with the redistributions from our tokenomics, that will help to maintain the liquidity. I'll be honest with you, I do have this, but let me just have a look, because I'll be able to give you the exact answer. It is... right, I'll tell you what I'll do, right? I will have a look through my notes and I will find the exact answer, because I wrote it down the other day and my head's gone completely blank.
No, I know that one, because that's the state of my head 90% of the time, just blank. I have all these good ideas and like, wait a minute, it's gone.
It's when the numbers questions come up and then suddenly like I'm on the spot and I'm like, you know, and I should have had that ready and I should have the notes here. But
shoulda, coulda, woulda. Right. I have, there's some questions here that I wanted to ask, but it's fair if I ask them because people have sent them in. NFTs play a significant role in the NOVABEAR ecosystem. How does the integration of NFTs, and their utility within the project, how does that make no sense? Sorry, whoever wrote this makes no sense. So they're talking about integration of, sorry, it's just the grammar. I'm being fussy about grammar. It's all right. I get the question. So they want to know about your NFTs in the NOVABEAR ecosystem, and they want to know all sorts of things. They want to know all the good stuff about the NFTs, how that benefits holders, what they do, and so on and so forth. Okay,
right. So I'm glad you asked. I'm just multitasking because I'm still getting that information up about our token, our liquidity supply.
Don't worry too much about that. You can post it up later.
Yeah, no worries. No, so I'm glad you asked, because look, our NFTs are basically fundamental to the whole ecosystem. The whole point of them is, like I said before, I don't want them just to be pretty pictures. I want them to represent something, you know. Try to think of them as a proof of purchase. I've always said to them that if anything, they have a proof of purchase, you know, and we would happily trade them in for utilities within our actual ecosystem. And what I mean by that is, like I said before, you could have them and trade them in for in-game items, in-game characters, special powers, so on and so forth, right? So you can use them to trade in within our games that we're currently putting together. But on top of that, if you don't want to play the game, we will also, because we're planning to bring out an education course, like a workshop and an education course where we can help people to learn about crypto in general. It's called our NovAcademy. And
this is great because somebody has actually asked that question specifically.
Right.
So that's a great segue into the next question. What does NOVABEAR's educational service, the NovAcademy, to individuals in terms of knowledge and skills related to technology, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and AI? How does it do something that I can't see? How does it? Yeah. Okay. Speak to that.
Right. Okay. So, look, the whole point, look, yeah, as you say, it does segue into it because, look, I want to explain that our NFTs can also be traded in for different courses as well. So, you know, owning an NFT does mean that you have the ability to purchase like services from us without having to use money. If you don't have the money and you've already got the NFTs, they can be traded in for specific things. And I will make it more clear, actually, and I'll try to add more information onto our NFT tab. And so the courses, okay, are going to be basically aiming at anyone from beginner to intermediate to expert. You know, we're going to start with all the basics, the fundamentals of, you know, how to trade safely, how to, manage an investment portfolio, different types of investment. You know, it's not just going to be about crypto either, because I'm into investment. I have an investment background. So we're going to talk about how to hedge your bets, how to create a diverse portfolio, you know, even we're going to go as far back as to helping people that have money problems, you know, how to get out of debt. So if people have to start from there, that's fine. We're going to help people get out of debt. We're going to show them through education some of the things that I've learned and I've put into practice. Because when I first came in to investment, I was £6,000 in debt. And I managed to get myself debt free and then started making profits through things like gold, silver, crypto, so on and so forth. So I know it works. And it's just about helping people and guide them. And then, of course, if people want something more intermediate, right, and they want to be their own crypto masters and to mint their own crypto tokens and to find a way of adding utility to their cryptocurrencies, I can help them with that. Okay, so that's the sort of intermediate side of things. Anywhere from how do you work out how much money I should add to liquidity, how much money should I add to like the value of the token, so on and so forth. I mean, obviously I've got my way of doing things and I can make a generic type thing. The other thing is I'm pretty tech savvy, and I have actually undertaken a course myself on cryptocurrency trading. So I do have a certificate which I can show, which will, prove that I've got credentials. But then, looking at things like AI as well, I mean, I'm very, very, very much into future technologies, all things future tech, and I'm really kind of into AI. I think it's scary stuff, but I'm into it. And one of the things that we'll be looking at is, how to utilize artificial intelligence to help you build a business. So anywhere from writing white papers, I had my white paper written up, but when AI became more widely available, I was able to utilize AI to help me to reword my white paper in such a way that it became more easy to read and understandable for other people. So, there's lots to look at. We haven't put the courses together as yet. We're still in the process. I have a kind of small team of enthusiasts outside of what I do in the crypto space. So I run multiple groups all over the place, Facebook groups. I've got an AI group out there. I've got all sorts of different groups. And I'm asking other people to help me put together these courses. So they're actually generating quite a lot of content and helping me in that area. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be very helpful. And obviously, we're going to do it quite cheap as well. We're not here to scam people, but we are going to have to charge for the service because we're a business, and we're going to have to start making an income, and that's going to be one of our sources of income.
Yeah, for sure. So this is one of my questions now about the NFTs. Kind of ties into this person's here. What is the roadmap of future plans for the NOVABEAR NFT project? So How many of these NFTs are available to buy?
At the moment, there are loads available to buy. We've only released our commons and our uncommons. And we are looking to release our rare NFTs next. Oh, by the way, just quickly, the answer to the liquidity provisionings is that we put 8% of our total supply into liquidity. We wanted to put 15% in, but we weren't able to raise enough on our pre-sale, so we ended up putting 8% of our supply into that. So that's the answer to that question, by the way. It's been I've been on.
So you're holding the other 92%, but 50% of that is earmarked to be burnt. Is that right?
Right, I will tell you right now. So I'm holding 47.73%. We've got 19.14% in our marketing pot, okay, and our marketing and development pot. And the reason for that, I'll explain, is because obviously we need to be gaining reflections into that pot. So the whole point is that we have, 3% of every transaction goes into our marketing liquidity pot. But if we didn't hold any tokens in there, we wouldn't be receiving any liquidity or any reflections into that wallet. You have to have tokens in there in order to receive reflections, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We felt holding so and it is written on our white paper as well. I do explain this. We try to maintain that 20% mark in our marketing and reflections pot. So as soon as we exceed 20%, we then feel that whatever excess on top of that 20% is what we would like to then withdraw to be able to spend on the ecosystem, on things like marketing.
That's really clever. So you're literally burning the reflections that you're absorbing from the that you're holding.
Yes. Yeah. Or we're utilizing the reflections. We're not burning. We're utilizing them to sustain the marketing and development. So that 20%. It just sits there as a ballpark figure to help us to get a reasonable amount of reflections without being too unfair. If that makes any sense. Okay. So just continue breaking this down. Yeah, I thought so, because actually we were going to hold nothing in our marketing and development pot and then just wait for the reflections to come in, but we wouldn't have got any reflections because there was no tokens being held in that wallet. So, we have to hold tokens in that wallet, and that's just going to stay there. I mean, if people feel uncomfortable with that as well, I can always lock them. I can always lock that wallet. So, but then of course, when we go to withdraw any funds that we might need for spending in the future, we're going to have to wait for the unlocks to do that. But that's something we can look into.
Yeah.
So I'm holding 47.73% of our supply. And that's me. That's solely in the deployer wallet. So I have sole control over that. Now, our liquidity, as I said, is in the region of 8%, and that is locked. That's currently locked on Unicrypt. And we've already burnt 10% of our total supply. So I've already burnt 10%. And other than that, so there's four main wallets that you would want to look at, the four top wallets in our BSC, which is 47%, which I hold, 20% basically, which is the development marketing, 10% in burn, 8% in liquidity, and the rest is holders.
Sounds fantastic. I just want to say to the guys in the chat, if you haven't got your form uploaded by now, don't bother, because we've gone right over the time that we said. So I've just looked at the last form that we've got sent in. A lot of people asking questions about your NFTs. Yeah. And I'm interested in your games, how that's going to... But let's just ask another one here that looks like a genuine question rather than... It's difficult to sift them.
Right, can I just quickly say about our NFTs, right? Our NFTs.
Yes, do.
Because we've sold in the region of 96 NFTs already. So
And how much is the mint price?
Well, we were selling. So we have a chart actually on our NFT tab, which will break down the cost, right, of each and every one of our NFTs, right? 91, 96. Hang on one sec. 91, I'm just logging into the marketplace. Yeah. So basically, we were selling our commons, I think, for $15 each, and we were selling our uncommons for $30 each, and we sold a total of 96 NFTs at an average price of $19 each, and total made $1,400 in NFT sales. And we've got we've created 187 so far and sold 96, and that's just from our commons and our uncommons, and we're looking to release our rares next. And if you can find it on our website on the NFT tab, there's a chart. Is it there? It should be there.
Let me have a look.
There should be a chart.
There we go. There's your chart. Yeah.
Yep. So that explains the number minted. Okay, so you've got the blue, which will show the amount of NFTs minted, and as they get rarer and rarer and rarer and rarer and rarer, they go down in volume, and you can see the dollar cost that they're sold for, and that goes up and up and up and up and up. And you might say to yourself, well, why is it that some of them have a higher value and then it dips a little bit? It's because each cut, right? We bring out both collectible and so we've got editions which we sell for more expensive, which are limited edition, and then we got it's really hard for me to explain. Everything that ends in a 0.0, okay, is a Genesis line. Okay, and they are more valuable. They are limited editions, and they are limited to a certain amount. And then you've got our 0.1s and our 0.2s. They all kind of function in the same way. It's just that the 0.0s will always be capped, whereas the ones that are 0.1s and 0.2s, we can always continue to mint them forever, depending on supply and demand. So we're catering. Rarity, right? Yeah. And also, look, we also provide prizes built into some of our NFTs as well. So we haven't even mentioned that yet. We have unlockable content. Yeah. So we have unlockable content. And what I've done is I created a prize system. I used a wheel, one of those wheels that you can spin to basically randomize which cards have prizes built into them. And I'm the only person that knows what's in any one of these cards. So obviously it's not every other card. You're not going to buy a card and expect to have a prize, but if you're lucky enough, then you might find that you've won a free NFT or you've won some free tokens. And in our legendary NFT, one of our top prizes is going to be virtual reality headset.
Yes, I saw that on your website. So you're tapping into the whole upcoming virtual reality, kind of augmented reality thing that I know nothing about.
Yeah,
I just wanted to hold on. I just want to stick with it with the NFTs. So I'm looking at NOVABEARs, MetaBears, NanoBears, ExoBears, and BioBears.
Yeah.
Can people mint all of those right now?
Yes, in the commons and uncommons at the moment. Depending on what how you wanted to play the system, but yeah, each one of those relates to a character as well, and they have elements. So NOVABEAR is like the captain of the team. He is a fire. Think of Power Rangers or something, like that, something cheesy. They've all got their different elemental attacks, so on and so forth. MetaBear is the water character, is like co-captain, and so on and so forth. They've all got their own different personalities, and there is a storyline behind each each one of them. And we're looking to bring out a book and a comic book to explain the storyline as well. So that's going to be quite fun. And each character has a different attack, you know. If you were to look closely at the cards, you'd notice that they have different attacks and different skills. And essentially, we're putting this together in a card game as well, you know, like a card battle game. So
yeah.
So
the game that you're developing is going to be very much RPG type game, right?
Yes. So we've got two things going on. We became a little bit. We started off with one idea, but that kind of forked off into two ideas, and so basically we're now in the process of building two separate games. They both kind of work in the same way, but they're different, you know. So one of them is going to be like a shoot 'em up game, you know, where you've got guns and so on and so forth, and you can use different characters and you can use different weapons to get your points up, to battle the boss at the end. Once we've got the scoreboard up and running, then we'll be able to have people compete with tournaments on a weekly basis or a monthly basis or however often, and you know, maybe compete for prizes such as tokens and so on and so forth. And then we've got the other game. Okay, so there's kind of two games that we're building, which makes things a little bit awkward, I'll be honest, but it's important for us. Okay, we need to do this. The second game is a card battle game, you know, where each person, a bit like a Pokemon type game, you know, or Magic the Gathering type thing, where you can play against other people and battle it out that way and actually win NFTs off other people. So there's going to be two games.
And how long, what's the timeline like? How long until your game's going to be ready for prime time?
Well, we've already exceeded our expected date. So we were hoping to have had it released already to the public like months ago, and we hit some issues, basically tech issues, because you know, I've had to outsource a friend essentially to do the game development side for us, and you know, he basically ran into some tech issues. But the point being is that we're still working on it. I would imagine that we can have the game released in a kind of alpha format within sort of the next 3 months. You know, I'm hoping, so long as we don't run into any more delays. It's really difficult for me because I've given dates in the past and hoped to have it out by then. And when it hasn't happened, I felt really disappointed and like I've made a promise to my community. And so it's a little bit disheartening, but I'd much rather take the time, iron out the creases and get it right. I say it was tech issues, but it wasn't really tech issues. It was just some things about the game that I felt were buggy that I didn't like, and I wasn't prepared to release the game in the state it was. So I turned around to the guy and said, look, can you fix this? Can you fix that? Can you fix this? And so on and so forth. And, you know, he's now gone away and has promised to come back with those fixes. So,
I like your approach.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been involved with a gaming project in the past, and I get it. I understand, you know, things come up, don't they? But I mean, I've always been of the mind of a rather delay, so long as you're being transparent and accountable to your community, to your stakeholders, you know, to your token holders, then it's all good. I think it's far more important to get it right, especially when we're talking about blockchain technology and potential funds moving around. I don't know how your game's going to work like that, but well, clearly NFTs are valuable because people are paying to mint them, aren't they? So do need to be careful with those sort of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think first impressions matter. And, you know, if we're going to release a game, it has to be right. And I don't want it just to be released just for the sake of hitting a target and, you know.
No, because what will happen is you'll release something with loads of bugs. You'll have loads of people pissing and moaning and getting pissed off. And then FUD. And then your project will be fucked. So, I mean, no, definitely delay is the right idea. Absolutely. I want to go back to some of these questions. I'm just trying to sift out questions that haven't already been asked and answered.
Okay. Yeah, people are very interested, I know, in like the NFTs and so on and so forth. I do think that, you know,
they're fascinated in the NFTs, and that's understandable. Somebody's asking they spelt when wrong because they put an H in it, but I'll forgive them. When next buyback?
When next buyback?
Yes.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
So they want to know when you're going to be buying your own tokens back to pump the price.
Oh, I don't do any kind of manipulation on it, right? I participate in my own token fairly, just like everybody else. You know, I'm a provider of a supply. I'm not here to manipulate or play games like that. So, to be honest, it is what it is, and there will be no kind of market manipulation at all whatsoever. No pump and dumps, no buybacks, you know, nothing unnecessary. We're going to grow organically, and we're going to really rely on solid, you know, commitment to growth and determination and marketing and loyal customers, you know, and we're just going to grow that way. And hopefully we're not going to see too much volatility as a result. You know, because people, as soon as we create something like that, all that we're doing is we're providing an opportunity for other people to make money. You know, but
yeah, of course. Exactly.
Unfairly as well. You know, I think if for people to really benefit the most from our token is to get involved early, to buy your percentage of however much you want to buy, and to hold. You know, hold the token long term, be committed. This is not a quick pump and dump thing. This is a long term investment plan. It's a, you know, and if things go quickly, it can become very lucrative quite quickly. But you're going to be earning reflections anyway. You know, you're going to be earning reflections. And as we grow and as we market and as we get ourselves out there more, our token, our chart is going to go up. And because we are such a low cap, it doesn't take much to have a great impact on our chart. All these little small buys, they soon add up. And I don't think it's going to be very long until we break our all-time high.
Yeah. Well, if you keep going the way that you are, and you keep building and developing, then, and plus we're, well, I mean, I believe we're running into the bull run before the real event. Maybe I'm wrong. I know BlackRock's just had a no from the SEC on their ETF that we're all getting very excited about, or not very excited about at the same time for all different reasons. But I'm sure they'll get there. They haven't said a flat outright no. It's like, no, go back and do a bit more work, isn't it? So, I mean, who knows? If this is the start of a bull run, and you time it right, and you're pushing out your developments, then, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's a tiny market. It's a tiny market cap. And I'm assuming that you've got your LPs paired with BNB.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So of course we are always affected by, like, of course all crypto projects are affected by the market in general. You know, it goes without saying. And of course, with us being paired with BNB, you know, BNB price does matter to our token. But like at the end of the day, I'm, like you say, I'm pretty confident that we're going to hit a bull run soon-ish. And to be honest, we called ourselves NOVABEAR for a reason, okay? Because NOVABEAR was born out of my wishes and desires during the bear cycle. You know, the bear cycle. We wanted to create a hero, something that can hold the bear market, you know, and stay strong. And as soon as that bull market comes back in, we're going to be laughing, you know. We are actually the antithesis. What do you call it? Like we're the hero. You know, the bears are the hero.
Antithesis. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, there's another question here, because I'm also aware we need to find the best question. Well, you need to
Oh, yeah.
decide that because it's your project. So, and it's actually been asked and answered, but I'm going to hold it up because it looks to me like a genuine one. That was, can you explain the rarity or scarcity mechanics of NOVABEAR NFTs? Well, you've already done that. I'm just asking the question to be legit because somebody's asked it, and I think that's fair enough. So I will highlight.
They could be a late joiner as well. So just to reiterate, like the information is on my website. If you go to the novabear.net website, click on the NFT tab and scroll down, you will see a chart on that tab. We had a look at it a few minutes ago, but just to reiterate, that's where you can find that information, and it will show you the rarity and the price breakdown for each one.
So, and another question for me. So, the reason for people to mint your NFTs is because they'll be valuable in your game. Will people be able to win crypto in your game?
Yes, that's the idea. That is exactly the idea. They will be able to win crypto in our game. So that's pretty much it, yeah, in a nutshell. But obviously we do look at multiple, because I said to myself, well, if people don't want to just play the game, you know, then they're going to be missing out. So we need to make it worthy that people can benefit in other ways as well. But primarily, yes, through the game, and then secondarily through, you know, being able to swap in for such things like our courses and so on and so forth, perhaps even merchandise or any other services that we may look to bring out in the future. You know, keep hold of those NFTs, because we kind of in our mind accept that you've paid money for them, and if you want to trade them back into us for a service, you can do. And if it's a service that we haven't thought of, you know, then we will look to our community and see what other things that they might want to be able to utilize them for. I like to think of them as receipts. They are receipts. If you've paid $30 for an NFT, you know, they should be worth something. You should be able to trade them. You should be able to use them for something, not just, oh, well, I like the picture of this. Like, they're okay, you know, I like pretty pictures, but, you know, I wanted to create something different.
Sounds really, really good. And I'm feeling like, you know, we've been talking now, minus the interruptions from the Telegram gremlins, which seem to be all right at the moment, please. We've been talking for over an hour now. I like to keep these sessions. I mean, I want to give time to be able to get everything across, and I'm feeling like we're only just really scratching the surface, because honestly, you have so much going on here. Yeah. For me, summarize what I've heard and what I've seen, we're looking at a legitimate project with a legitimate team, fully doxed. You proved yourself to be trustworthy. All the tokenomics, all the numbers are out there. They're on your website. You've answered some of those questions tonight, and you're building. And this is not only a business to you, but it's a project of passion. You know, well, you said it earlier, it's your baby. And so, like, and you've got so much more still to come. And that chart looks healthy for a project the age of yours. I mean, you're still just basically going sideways from launch, as far as I can see.
I think so, yeah, and I appreciate, you know, like, I appreciate it. And yes, you're right, we have so much more that we can talk about, and I appreciate that, you know, it's difficult to squeeze everything in in such a short period of time. Or I couldn't possibly do it in an hour anyway, you know, because there's so much more that I could talk about. Obviously, I will say that I would like to obviously encourage people to, you know, check out all of our social platforms, because I do have a YouTube as well, where I try to give more context and more information, so people can always find more information there. And obviously, like, I try to be accessible.
I've watched a couple of your videos as well, Mark, and I really liked them, because I have the attention span from that. But I actually sat and watched a couple of them, and like, wow, this is good, this is useful, this is interesting. So
thanks.
big up for that.
Cheers. You know, I don't do as many YouTube videos as I possibly should do, you know, but I'm going to start picking them up as my, you know, but I've got a high workload at the moment. But one thing I was going to say is that, as you can see, I do try to be there for community members. I do try to answer questions. People can always reach out to me. And even though I'm very, very, very busy, it might take me a little while to get back to people, but I will always do my best to try and get through everyone. And also, if you were to join our Telegram community, it's quite quiet in there at the moment, but I do try to open up weekly voice chats. So if anyone does have any questions that they feel haven't really been properly answered, keep an eye, because we will open up voice chats and people can ask me direct questions that way. So at the moment, we're looking to do them on Saturdays around about 10 p.m. UTC or 10 p.m. England, whatever time. But people will see if they come and join our Telegram. I will obviously pin or make people aware of when they happen. You know, it's just difficult to get everything across, isn't it?
Well, I've just clicked on your merch tab. Do you want to tell us about your merch?
Yeah, so you know, I mean, they're quite well priced at the moment. They're obviously, everything's written in dollars, so for us English people, that looks really expensive because of the numbers. But if you can, once you convert that into pounds, you realise, oh, okay, it's not as bad. But yeah, they are quite cheap. I will have to amend some of the prices here, but I wanted to keep things quite basic. And yeah, it's really just all about our, you know, our logo at the moment. But what I am looking to start doing is AI generated printing. And also in the future, I would probably also look at doing personalized printing as well. So yeah, we've got hats, t-shirts. We try to keep our project very family friendly as well. So we cater for, you know, people of all ages. You know, we even sell baby bibs.
Baby bib, really? Wow.
Yeah, embroidered baby bib, towels, bottles, puzzles. You know, I've sold a couple of bits so far. I did have a hat myself, and I do have a t-shirt. But
you got socks?
yeah, I love them. I love them. You know.
Oh, I like your beanies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, and do you ship these globally? Because you're priced in dollars, or is this just a UK thing in Europe?
Oh, no, we ship them. We ship them globally. I've already sold to America. I don't know whereabouts in America. I can't remember now. But we shipped out there, and I've shipped to the UK. To be honest, I might need to go back through this and reevaluate our prices. The last time I sold something, we made like really silly profit, like 8p profit or something like that. But I didn't mind, you know. I didn't mind because I felt like, well, hey, you know, someone's going to enjoy wearing that, and it gets our logo out there, doesn't it? You know, and it's not always all about the profit. But I am going to have to obviously go back through it. And I haven't sold anything for a little while yet, so I'm going to have to go back and do some testing, and just to make sure it's still working, because you know
you've got a lot on here. It's a proper shop. It's not just a couple of bits of merch. I got. Are you using something like Redbubble to produce the stuff and ship it for you?
I'm using something called Printful. So it's kind of print on demand, you know, so I'm not having to pay for the stock up front, which obviously does work out a little bit more expensive because I'm not buying stock in bulk. So
yeah, but you're not having to hold on to stock, so.
Yeah, and actually there's a lot more products that I'd like to create. And like I said before, you know, we're looking to create more in the way of variety of colors as well, and chop and change up the logo a little bit, and maybe have some fun. And have some AI generated stuff as well. But also, I'm very much into things like affiliate marketing. We also sell a Oculus Quest 2 on our homepage through an affiliate link. And yeah, and I'm also, like I say, looking to generate stories and comic books, which will explain the whole, you know, all the characters and the story plot behind everyone. And, you know, I mean, it's quite an exciting story.
So wait, are your NFTs and your game going to be in a virtual reality environment?
That's the idea. Yes. Like, I'll be honest with you, when we first set out, we were saying to people that we want to create tangible NFTs. NFTs that you can touch, hold, and feel in your hands and play with in real life, you know, or in a digital sense. So tangible. We coined the term TNFTs, but we kind of realised that it's quite it's very optimistic, you know, and it's possible, but it's going to take a lot of time and hard work for us to get to that stage. So initially, it's going to be released on the PC in PC format, but we are looking to build it in such a way that when we can add the virtual reality controllers to the game, then people will be able to play it in the Oculus.
That's so cool, and I still haven't even tried a virtual reality headset. I'm such a dinosaur. Hold on, I just want to post something on top. Right, we need to pick some winners for the questions, which I knew this was going to happen. There's a lot of very dubious questions here, which look like they've just been copy-pasted from other AMAs. But let's go through the ones that I asked you. So we've got question 1, NFTs play a significant role in the NovaBear ecosystem.
I've already chosen
You've already picked
winner.
one?
Yeah.
Good. Tell me, which one?
Because I felt like the one that challenged me the most, because I had to go away and do a bit of research and you know, and it kind of caught me out as well. And I liked that. So I'm going to have to say the person that asked me about the liquidity provisionings, you know, how much is in liquidity? That question, was that somebody else or was that you?
No, that was me. So I win.
Right, okay. If I want to pick someone, I can pick someone else if you wanted me to. I
think it would be bad form if Queen of Degens won her own giveaway.
I like that question though, because it caught me out, and I had to go away and research.
Everybody remember that one. Look, I've just given you a good one there. Okay, so the questions are.
Yeah, go on.
We got one about NFTs playing a significant role in the NovaBear ecosystem. How does the integration and their utility within the project, what unique, blah, blah, blah. That was the first question that I asked you. You spoke a little bit too. What does NovaBear's educational service do? The NovAcademy offer to individuals in terms of knowledge and skills related to technology, blockchain, blah, blah, blah. I can't see the end of the question, actually.
I don't remember answering that question.
Yeah. No. So you have, because you talked a little bit about the NovABear Academy.
Yeah.
And this was the question that it came from. So what does NovABear's educational service offer to individuals in terms of knowledge and skills related to technology, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies? How does it
actually, I like the question. I did like that question.
Okay. Yeah. And then we have one that was when next buyback, which is a true DGen question. And then we had what makes NovABear NFTs unique or special compared to other NFTs projects. And another NFT question: can you explain the rarity or scarcity mechanics of NovABear NFTs? The rest of the questions, I'll be honest, they're either asked and answered by me. So if you thought of it before and I asked the question, it's not because I was reading your questions. It's because kind of my job, interviewing guests and asking questions, is what AMA is. But hold on. This one, yeah, okay. So which question out of those ones do you want to go with?
there was two that stuck out to me just then, and it was the second one and I think the fourth one, because they were, they were more challenging questions. Now, I would say the second one, which was, if I believe correctly, that was the one that was asking about, the NovAcademy and what sort of things that we're going to be looking to teach within our education system. I like that question.
Okay, so we're calling them a winner.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
And oh my God, one of our regulars. And I couldn't see the names of any of the questions. It's completely fair. So
yeah,
Find Me Out, big up. You are our winner of the best question tonight. It's the first time that we've done this on Jesse Degens in this format. So like everything here, like everything in DeFi, everything in the Web3 verse, it's a work in progress. But I think we've proved that this works. So that's a genuine question from a genuine community member. Cool. Big up, Find Me Out. You're still eligible to race in the duck race as well. We're getting that whitelist together now. Okay, so let's wrap up here, because we do have to do some things and like prepare for the DGen duck race, which is all important. I want to say to everybody, if you haven't, I mean, I think most of them should already be in your chat, but if you haven't, get over there. And if you've heard anything that interests you tonight, or you want to know more, get over to NOVABEAR chat and go and ask your questions. Go and get involved. Go and have a look at the website. Go and see what's going on. This could be a real gem. This could be a real moonshot. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Queen of Degens is not a financial advisor. Degen financial advisor, maybe, but definitely not financial advice. But get over there, go and have a look, go and ask some questions, go and have a root about and see what you can find. This is just meant to be a brief overview of what's going on. And Mark, if wrap up, can you tell our community, is there one thing that you would like our community to go away thinking about? One key thing?
Yeah, actually, yes. I want you to sort of say to yourself, sometimes it's the smaller businesses that we want to be supporting, and I feel like I am literally like one of those smaller startup businesses. And so I wouldn't be here without the support and the backing of the community as a whole, and we need to stick together. We need to help each other in this space to grow. And I could do with your help, I really could. I will put my heart wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'll say that I'm nothing really. NOVABEAR is nothing without you, without the community, without everybody else who really wants to get involved in crypto and learn and grow together and take back control of our own finances and support one another. So please just walk away and think that, I'm not here to extort people. I genuinely want to grow, and I want to help other people to grow and become their own crypto masters, their own financial independent masters as well. So, please get involved. I'm asking nicely, please do come and get involved. If you can afford to buy some, like I said earlier, we could really do with some organic daily trading volume, like organic, there's no pressure. Even if it's just a tenner, every little bit helps us right now, because without that organic daily trading volume, we don't get listed on certain platforms. So it's a catch-22 situation. So yeah, help us to help you, and we can grow together.
Mark, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for coming along and being such a great guest. Again, I said it at the beginning, it's so nice to have an actual face, a person behind a camera to be able to talk to. So thank you so much for that. And your projects, I wish you all the best. I really do. And, we've known each other for a little while behind the scenes and that. And, keep coming. When you have stuff, bring it. You're always welcome in Jesse Degens. Bring it. I'd rather be hearing about your project than another fucking shiltastic Bitcoin pump and dump like Pepe, Doge, come rocket, fucking Elon, blah blah. You know, like, so please, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Use the community. Come and bring your stuff over here as you're releasing it and as you're developing and you're taking stuff out. And yeah, big up. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. You know, we got through it, didn't we? We did all right. You know, even with all the glitches at the beginning, but we did all right.
With the Telegram gremlins, we managed it. We did it. This is Jesse Degent's Protoverse NOVABEAR. I'm supposed to call it Duck Race, but I can't because, like, my mouth has become like my keyboard. Every time I try and type duck, it turns into fuck. So I just go with it now. It says fuck race. The whitelist's there in the chat, so you can have a look and work out whether you're going to get killed or not. I like to give people a chance. So if I'm going to kill you and you're here in the VC, then firstly, big up. And if I'm about to kill you, you can plead for your duck's life. I will hear, please. Hey, Nadia, my lovely.
Hey, Jess.
How you doing?
Very well. I figured out I muted myself.
Good, good.
Happy to be
I
back.
hope you're on my whitelist because I can't kill Mama Duck.
I'm somewhere in there.
Good. I hope so. Wait, I don't even know where it is in the chat now. Oh no, I'm in the wrong chat. Fuck. This one. Mama Duck, yes, you're in. Woo!
Yay, thank you.
That's all I care about. And just kill everyone else now. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if I did that? Can you imagine the little monkey brains? They'd be rioting in BSC. Rioters in BSD. Because, of course, this is a decentralized, centralized solution for giving away shiny tokens and stuff. I think CZ would be proud. CDFi. I love that. Is it just me? CDFi. It's CDFi, which is kind of the exact description of Binance scam chain, isn't it? Binance scam chain, Binance scum chain. I don't know if CZ really thought this one through, but I'm sure he's happy anyway, because, like, fuck. One of the richest men on earth. And I would imagine when Bitcoin catches up with Plan B's chart and goes to those astronomical numbers that people are still debating whether, I don't think it's whether, it's when. It's not if, it's when. Michael Saylor, CZ, I guess, well, Elon already is, isn't he? But, like, yeah, they're going to be the richest people on the planet, for sure. Michael Saylor's a G, isn't he? Is it just me? He's a fucking G.
We're going to be the richest people on the planet.
We are, yes.
All of us here.
Yeah. No, but, like, not far from the truth. I've been saying it for a long time now. Like, when you look at the world's financial structures and how much liquidity is in the world, the liquidity that we have here in crypto, it's like it's less than 1.2 trillion. It's like a tiny little speck. And we know where this is going. When we get to, people don't realize, they don't understand. When we get to mainstream adoption, which will happen, there's no two ways about it. Because by this point, it's trying to stop the tide coming in. When we reach that point, fucking hell, things are going to be crazy. And those of us that are here now, struggling through these Wild West times in this mini gold rush, we're going to be the ones that know what we're doing. We're going to understand all these systems. We already know how to do everything on chain and everything. We're the pioneers. We're going to do well. We're going to be all right. Every single person that's here now, if they stay and they work doing whatever in this industry, we're going to be the winners. Absolutely believe that. Oh, the race lobby is filling up. We have 24 now.
Definitely, well said. I think the same. I'm really tired tonight, actually. I'm really tired. I I struggled a bit with the AMA because I was so tired. I was up really late last night. I went out partying, so and I've been struggling.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Yeah. I went to my local pub after work, and then I sort of bumped into a mate that I hadn't seen for a while, and yeah, just a few of us went back to his house and ended up drinking till quite late in the morning. And yeah, I walked home, I think about 2:00 in the morning. I could have crashed over, but I said, look, you know, I really fancy going home and making sure my cat's all right and sleeping in my own bed.
I'm having a little giggle because, like, when I go out, I usually take a sound system for starters. But like, we usually don't even get going till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
I do because I don't participate. I'm a sober raver. I've been for a long time, and it gets to like the sun comes up. I'm all boogied out, and then I go and have a little sleep. Wake up about lunchtime, have some lunch, carry on raving. Oh look, my cat's come to say hello. Oh, this is Gorgon. Wait,
hello.
No, it's not. It's Sugar. This one's Sugar. I got, you can tell I'm a junglist. I got one called Sugar and one called Gorgon.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's not, I don't mind having a bit of a drinking session, but I suppose as I'm getting a bit older, I just feel it a bit more. Do you know what I mean? So I try not to do it so much these days. But last night, yeah, I thought, it was quite a good night. I didn't feel too wrecked.
You thought, I'm going to see Jessie in her little DJ shack tomorrow night. I'll get fucking hammered.
Yeah, a bit of Dutch courage before it comes. Nah, it was just it was one of those things. I didn't actually plan to go out, and it just sort of happened, you know. But yeah, I suppose just where I'm getting older, I sort of just feel a bit more groggy the following day. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit. So I've taken it easy today, and you know, had plenty of sleep and plenty of food and water. Yeah. But yeah, you're not.
And this
well,
is
yeah.
why I don't. This is why I don't participate in the drinking and other glorious drug taking, because I don't. That, you know, when I was bang at it, 17 years sober now I am. When I like, I have no concept. When I start, I have no concept. Start what? Drink water? Why? Why would you drink water? It's just like fucking just sounds stupid.
Yeah,
and there you go. And that's the reason why you can still go out and enjoy a little tipple. Queen of Degens over here. No, not a good idea. Right, I'm going to start killing ducks now, or not killing them if people have been good. And let me turn the tunes up a little bit. Oh, look, Sugar, having a little chill. So let's see. Right, hold on. Focus, Jess. Focus. Right. For the record, for the YouTube, this is Jesse Degens versus NOVABEAR. Wait, let me do that again because I forgot what I was going on about. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Jesse Degens versus NOVABEAR duck race on the awesome Protoverse Proto Race platform. I am now going to start going through our whitelist, which we have prepared here, and it's in the chat for you Degens to check out that I'm not killing you unfairly. And I'll start going through it and eliminating naughty Degen ducks that haven't done the simple tasks that we ask you to do. If I come to you and you're not on my list, I'll give you like 5 seconds, maybe, if you're lucky, 3 seconds. 3 seconds to come in the chat and plead for your duck's life. I think that's really fair of me. Of course, repeat offenders, like there'll be no quarter. That's the word that I'm looking for. No quarter for you guys. So let's start killing ducks. Or not killing them. We'll see. We'll find out. Let's have some music to do it though. Insta-kill. Let's see if you're on my list. Yes, you're in. Big up, big up. Adrian. You're in. Big up. Well done. Good DJ. Asex holder. You're in. Alok 1159. You're in. Mama Duck! Woo! We know Mama Duck's in.
Yay!
Hey Nadia, my lovely. I've only killed Mama Duck once, and like I felt so fucking awful afterwards. Honestly, can't be killing Mama Duck.
Oh, that's all right.
But that just proves that this is very fair, though, because I clearly have no filters. If you're not on the list, you're not getting in, and that's how it rolls in Jesse Degens. Willis, let's see, Willis, one of our regulars. Smoke weed. Willis, you're in. Legendary Tuna, you're a regular too. You're in. Elon. Do I even have to say it? Where's my fucking Tesla? You're in. Malik. Another regular. You are in. With no disrespect. Oh, this is a classic. Crypto. You're in. Zenta. Ah! You're in. Badger. I know you're in. I'm already sitting on my list. Badger is in. Oh! Please tell me you've done the job. I so want you to win. Seriously. Biggest fucking DJ in here. Still traumatized, just saying. You're in, Bill. You're in. Nonny boy. You're in. Jack Crazy B&B. When are you going to change your name to Crazy Jack B&B? It'd be better. You'll win more races. Trust me, you will. You're in. Finds Me Out. We know Finds Me Out's in. Big up. Great question, by the way. Thank you. Locker 10U? Oh, Locker, what happened? You're not on my list. Are you in the chat? If you're in the VC, you need to start pleading. Okay, I'm just checking the list. Everybody can check it with me. I've got last tatters. No, legendary. No, we've had legendary. No, looking at Locker. Look, see how bad my fucking goldfish mind is. Legendary tuner. No. Leo F. Leo. No Locker 10U. Locker, you got 3 seconds. Speak now, or you're dead. 3, 2, 1. Bye bye. Fucking. Wait, I'll turn the music up to this one. Vision. You're in. Zara. You're in. Crypto Logan, you're in. Papyrus now. You're in. Juvenile. You're in. Lunar X Lava. Oh, Luna. For fuck's sake. You're not on the list. I don't make the list either. It's not my fault. You're not on the list. You have 5 seconds. Speak now. Why aren't you on the list?
I think I'm not reached the time limit to submit. But I submitted.
I can check that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to. But what you need to do is upload all your photo proof to the chat right now. It needs to go up in the chat right now. And I'm going to carry on going through the list. By the time I've got to the bottom of the list, if your photo proof evidence isn't in the chat, then you'll be dead. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair to everyone. Send it to the chat now. Raider! You're in, Raider. James Carey. You're in. TT Bag 77. I don't fucking poop tonight. Go. You're in. Leo F. Leo. I've seen you already. Yes, you're in. Montez. You're in. AC Hope C. You're in. Mr. Trumpsy. Mr. Trumpsy. That's a good one. I hope you're in. Oh, Mr. Chucksy, you have a fucking great name, but you're not on the list. You have 5 seconds to plead for your duck's
I'm
life.
sorry. I think I submitted my form late. I'm very sorry. Please forgive. My Google form late. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me.
Upload your photo evidence to the chat right now,
Okay, we'll do that now.
Right
Thanks.
now. Because everybody's watching, and if you take time and we think you're fucking around, going off doing the tasks, then you're going to get killed, right? Hanabi! And look, I'm just saying now, I have got a goldfish memory. However, the other half, the intelligent half of Jesse Degens, has a very, very good memory. And if we see you doing this like tomorrow night and the night after or whatever, then like it ain't gonna. You only get one chance. One chance. That's it. I think I'm being really fucking nice. I'm being so soft tonight. What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? It's the tunes. It's good tunes. Hanabi. You ready? Starlight 66G. You ready? BTC 1G. You ready? Danny 4G7. You ready? Amachi! You ready? Crypto Gabriel! Oh, for fuck's sake, I've got Crypto Gabriel. You're one of the locals. What's the matter with you? You haven't got your shit. What?
Casey.
This isn't the first time you've done that.
Yeah,
I let you off the other
I'm
night.
sorry, I messed up.
I let you off the other night.
Yeah, I think I submitted my form very late, and I'm sorry for that.
I've got to kill you. I'm sorry, but like, come back tomorrow. And we're doing another giveaway. We're giving away another $100 worth of tokens. Come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. But I got to kill you this time because you've done this. You're a repeat. Gabriel, don't be no. You're a repeat offender. This is the second time. One time, okay, maybe. I'm going to start getting tough though. Next time, I'm not going to do any reprieve. But this is your second time you've done this. I let you off the last time. So this time...
I know. I messed up. I know that.
Okay. Look, I'll kill you nicely with a sword, a nice clean sweep of your your neck so your duck doesn't suffer, alright? I'll do it really quick, please. 3, 2, 1. For fuck's sake, get your shit together. Look at our T's and C's and watch that video. Watch what Dizzy has to say. Fix up, look sharp. Ivana. You're in. Ben Jasper. You're in. You're in. Christian BTC. Red. Oh, red. Christian, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're dead. Last status? Sure, we've had this one. Last status. Oh. Yes, you're in. Fairy. I love that one. Fairy. That's me at the rave when I was a kid. Fairy. you're not here. 5, 4,
I do the
3,
task.
2. What?
I do the task.
But you're not on my list. Get your proof uploaded to the chat right now and you have no more chances. But you have to do it immediately. If I go in the chat and I see it's taking you fucking ages, look, it's 43. If it takes you more than a minute to get your stuff uploaded, then you're dead. Same as the other ones that I've said. Right? Abby. Game Maker, you're in. Now I have to go to the top of the list again and just check that no ducks have randomly sneaked into the top. Insta kills, yeah, we've already done you. You're in. Okay. Looks like no more naughty ducks have tried to sneak in. I need to see this photo evidence from those ducks that I didn't kill. Bright Chris. What's your name? Christian BT3. Alright, I won't kill you because you have actually uploaded your chisel to the chat. Mr. Chuck C? Alright. But remember, you only get one chance. I'm not having repeat. If you come back to my attention again, like, we're not going to be having this call. You're just going to be dead. There's going to be no arguing. Same as for Crypto Gabriel. And there was somebody else. Here you are. Lunar X Llama. Okay, you're in. Let me just check. Still 41 in the race. Okay, nobody's tried to sneak in. Nadia, my lovely, would you like to do the honours of the commentary for us?
Sure, JC, I can do that.
Okay, so let's get this show on the road.
Let's
Press
get
the
this
button.
awesome race started.
There's going to be some duck carnage again tonight.
Yeah, 41 beautiful ducks will be fighting for their survival in the pre-round. I can see Mark.
Oh, Mama Duck!
Oh, they're racing today. It is what it is. Jack is out. Game Maker got lucky.
Dead. That's because you haven't given me my Tesla yet.
Yeah, that's why. Ooh, they're going so fast. So many solos. A-Look is lucky. BTC is now racing. Ben Jasper, you're in. Star is now racing. Montes, you're lucky. Yes, you're in. Daniel's out.
Oh, no, Badger's dead. Sorry, Badger.
Oh, Badger. Hannah's in lucky. Santa. Fairy's in insta-kill. He's lucky.
That's some dead ducks right there.
Yeah,
Oh, hold on.
unfortunately, the excluded ones. Because only 16 of them are racing right now. And the main race is on. Yay, good luck everyone. Look at that friendly friend in the middle. Surrounded by so many solas. And I think
Do you think the soulless
Master
stuff
is
will turn
taking the lead.
into zombies when they lose their
Come,
soul?
Jasper, as
Oh
well.
no, 'cause
Yeah,
they don't have
Zenta.
souls, do they?
Come on, Alok, Hannah, you're so lazy today. Game Maker. Here comes Willis. Or that's Zenta. And the rest are catching up. It's getting excited. And I think Nabi is making her final move. She's trying to cross the finish line. But
That's Finland, got it.
I cannot even pronounce it. But congratulations. I think he got the first place, but the first 3 ducks are winning anyway. So let's see now. Yay. SP. Yeah, you're the first one, Hanabi and Fairy. Congrats, everyone.
You'll get $25 each.
That's amazing.
This is a new format that we're trying out tonight. So big ups, well done everyone. And thank you, NOVABEAR, for bringing the shiny DGen rewards. I will get those wallets over to you so you can get these DGens paid. That's the word I was looking for.
No worries, no worries.
Right, I'm going to switch the recording off and mute up. And if anybody wants to hang out and chat, then they're welcome. And if I don't hear you chatting, I'll just turn the tunes up again.